Welcome everybody to this guide for beginners on how to get out of Elo Hell. Now, first thing off, what I mean by beginners, or for beginners, goddammit, is pretty much people who just started playing ranked games. You know, not, I'm sure most of you have heard the quote that, you can't get out of Elo Hell, which is quite true. One of my friends got down to 800 Elo, and so far he's been around there for a long time. Luckily for me, I got out of it straight. This is not my first ranked game. This is already at somewhere around 1400 Elo, but everyone starts at 1200 Elo. Now, about a few tactics that I used to gain the first certain amount of wins, because the main thing you have to do when you start playing ranked is that you have to get wins as early as possible. If you get your first 3 ranked games that you do all wins, you're going to be at around 1300 Elo, and that's really nice. Then you can start playing normally. Of course, there still are noobs at that range, but yeah.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, right now we're just waiting here. I'm gonna speed up a bit. No, go back. Now, the tactics. What I'm doing right now, I'm playing Talon mid. Why am I doing that? Well, because it's a really nice tactic. Enemy champions who go mid, they expect another AP carry to be mid. They take magic resist and magic penetration, since you want magic resist, so you take less damage from enemy AP carries. And here's a nice gank from Rammus, made Katarina flash. Since a lot of AP champions on mid take magic resist, it's really nice to go in AD caster, Pantheon, Talon, who you like to play most, because the enemy, let me show here, Katarina, for example, she has only 28 armor and 34 magic resist. Now I do physical damage, plus I have usually a lot of mid champions have really low armor, like 15 or 16, because they don't take any armor whatsoever, because they're expecting a AP champion. So because I went Talon, who does physical damage, plus I have armor penetration, that does so much damage. You pretty much take them down to 0 armor and do true damage. Plus, I took magic resist. That was a nice gank. I took magic resist glyphs, which gave me 42 armor, 42 magic resist at level 1. So I take at least about 30% reduced magic damage, but I deal about true damage because of the, as I said earlier, I do physical damage and they expect magic damage. So that's why it's really nice. Plus, another thing to do is, I've heard a lot of people say that duo queuing is a lot better than solo queuing. Well, that's not always true, since if you duo queue, of course you have a partner with you that you can rely on, if he plays good. But then you have 3 random people. Just look at the damage that one combo from Talon did to Katarina. Took her from full health down to like 300 health. But yeah, when you're duo queuing, you have 3 random people who, just can fuck up. You don't know if they will fuck up, but there's a high chance that they will if you're just starting, since you're starting playing. And if you're solo queuing, there's a really high chance that you will go with a duo, duoers, 2 guys that are duoing, and duo partners intend to fuck up a lot less than solo partners. So if you know you're a really good player, plus you can trust on the duo people, you only have 2 people that can fuck up, not 3, which happens when you're soloing. And another thing you need to get, if you play these kind of tactics like Talon. Talon is a really early game champion. He can do so much damage even before he gets his ultimate. As you saw, I already did to Katarina. Thing is, he falls off late game. So the thing you have to do is push really hard. So hard that, you know, you're at pretty much their nexus, you're at their inhibitor by 20 minutes. Because if they see that they're losing so hard, they will already surrender, because most people don't know what the team comps are. You know, the noobs that just started playing ranked games. You know, they think, oh, we're so much behind, we're gonna lose anyway. But for example, the enemy team has a lot better team comp. They have an AD carry, which we don't. They have a support, which we don't. Okay, we have Alistar, but Alistar, yeah, isn't supporting that well right now. They have an AP carry, which we don't. We do have a top lane, but yeah, they had a Garen top lane who managed to lose to Zinjos. But yeah, their late game team comp was so much better. But because we pushed early on so hard, they just surrendered. They didn't even think of the chance. And from most of the games that I have so far, you know, they surrender. And those few easy tips are pretty much the only things that you need to know when you start playing. But if you're already at lower elo, well, of course all these tactics can work at lower elo, but definitely not in higher elo, because in higher elo there's actually people who think. You know, in lower elo there's, you know, after every match I check most of the people I played with and against, and I noticed that most of those people have, you know, about 200 wins, you know, in normal games. They have played so little time, and you know, they have probably 200 wins, 200 losses. I had over about 700 games, you know, wins. Actually, I had about 1500 games in total, including the losses. I have so much more experience in LoL than they do. That's why I know how to know all those tricks and shit more than they do. And that's the thing that is really bad when you start playing. You might have 1,000 wins, but you might get up queued with people who only have 200 wins. And those are the people that might fuck up for you. Plus, it's also a good thing that, you know, the enemy can be such low players. Yeah, another thing is you can either take a full team of early game, so that then you can push really hard. For example, look right here, right now. It's 16 minutes, and I took down the second turret on mid lane already. Nobody's even responding to that. Katarina is doing her blue. I'm bashing on the inhibitor tower. I'm doing so much damage because I already have a BF sword and a brutalizer. Plus Talon's Q works on towers, which is so amazing. Talon with Trinity Force and a BF sword, only with those 2 items, can do so much damage to towers. Like every 3 seconds, his Q does like 300 damage, plus it does, you know, the 150% from Trinity Force as well, so that's wow. Yeah, but this tactic right now, on bot lane, they're getting pushed really hard, you know, 4 is bot, only 1 top, but right now, here, we got down the turret, now we're beating on the inhibitor. Of course, Akali has a bad time there, but come on, we got an inhibitor at under 18 minutes. That's so awesome. Okay, right now, here, you know, we're running away from Ashe. Well, we kill Ashe and then Zinjao died, but yeah. That's pretty much how it goes. And so far, you know, if the enemy team looks at their score right now, it's 18-5. They under 20 minutes they lost an inhibitor. They see that they're already lost. That's because you need to get the early dominance. You know, if you dominate your enemy team really hard in the early game, they will think that they're already lost, even if they have a late game team comp. You know, for example, our AD carry was a cop. Come on. But so I guess I'm pretty much done with those tips and tricks and how-tos. And the only thing left is to just watch this game to the end. Now here they're getting pushed back to the tower again, and it's 20 minutes, and we are beating on the Nexus. They didn't even have a chance to surrender. You know, they're top lane, bot lane. Let's do it. Let's kill them. Yeah, we got one. Akali is almost dead. Let's. Oh, and the game is already over. That's how simple it is. So yeah, I hope those tricks and tips and tricks and how-tos help you, and you can put them to use. Be sure to you know, get your early wins, and I'll see you next time.